Hello YouTube and welcome back into my gaming cupboard for what seems like it's been a really long time since I've actually put out a video. It's been a strange year, to be honest. I've had a lot of things happen over a short period of time, and yeah, I just haven't had any kind of headspace or desire to put out any videos. I've been trying to sort of keep up with everyone in the community, and I've been around to chat to. And before I kind of go into anything, I just wanted to say, a massive thank you to everybody who's kind of contacted me. I've had a few people message to say that they've missed me, which is really, really nice. And yeah, a few people asking when I'm going to come back and make more videos. I had a few people just saying I should just make some videos and put them out there. So this is, I suppose, my attempt at trying to get back into YouTube, because I've still been doing things. I've still been collecting. I've still been going to car boot sales. Still been, putting some things up on the shelf behind me, some nice things, but I just haven't been recording it, and haven't had the headspace to do it, work and whatnot. So yeah, just a massive thank you to everybody who's kind of stuck by me through all this. It remains subs, that's great. Thank you for doing that. And the people who've dropped me a message and just chatted to me on the side, because keeping in contact's been kind of really important whilst I've not been making videos, and to still be part of the community as a whole with that kind of going on is great. So without further ado, without getting into too much of that, we'll get into like a little pickups, because that's kind of what I'm used to doing. There are a few things I pick up because I've still been going to car boot sales, and I've picked up quite a lot of stuff. But so I don't get this video to drag on for a crazy amount of time, and just to kind of ease myself back into YouTube, I suppose I'm just going to do this last weekend's pickups. But let me know. I've got some bits that I've picked up over the kind of summer, so I may do some bits that I've picked up, or talk about some of the better bits that I've picked up over the summer, just in a single video maybe as that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll see how we can get back into this. So this week's car boot sale, I only managed to go on the Saturday. I went out with some friends on the Sunday, but I did get some decent bits, I think. Well, I think so. You might think it's a load of crap, but I took a punt on something, and I think I did all right with it. But we'll get to that in a minute. There's a couple of bits that I picked up before this, so I'll talk about those to begin with. So walking along the stores, this is a car boot that starts late in the day. It starts at 11 o'clock, so people aren't allowed on the pitch effectively until 11 o'clock, except the dirty resellers who go on there with their stalls and then just go around and buy everything. But luckily I don't think they're too smart, because they still leave some decent stuff for me. So I was wandering around, and I came to a stall that I saw had some PlayStation 1 games on, and I was waiting my turn to get in there, and I saw like a gap. I was just about to go into it, and somebody tried to elbow me out of the way, so I very nicely kind of eased my way in front of them, because I hate that. There's nothing worse than like somebody barging you out of the way. And I asked the seller how much he wanted for these, and he wanted £1 each, so I can't pass up PlayStation 1 games at £1 each. So I got a copy of Buster Move 4, which the case is in really nice condition on this one. One I don't think I have. It is missing, you probably tell, the front cover. So it's got the game in there, and it's got the manual, but for £1, I'm not going to complain with that. I do love a good Buster Move game, to be honest, so that's one that will be kept going into the collection. I did buy a PlayStation 2 pad off him as well, which I haven't got here for whatever reason. I don't know why. I picked it up, thought it was okay, and I got it home, took it out of the bag, and it sounded like there's a load of bloody sand in there, to be honest. The way he turned it out was just like, you could hear it like running down like a bloody sand dial. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I think I might need to take that apart and find out what's going on there. But we shall see. The other game anyway I got, like, already on a tangent, aren't I, is a nice copy of Tony Hawk's 3, which, everybody loves Tony Hawk's. Not as much as Retro Bear, because he friggin' loves Tony Hawk's. He's got a signed Wii skateboard from him. This one, unlike the other one, hasn't got the manual. It's just got the front cover inlaid, but I don't think that's too bad for £1. I think CEX put out for a tenner. I don't know whether I have this Tony Hawk. I think I definitely have the first one. I think I have Tony Hawk's 2 on the Dreamcast. I'm just looking because that's above me up there, in case you didn't know. So off to a good start, I think, with two PlayStation 1 games there. Again, wandering around as you do. How many people in Pickups videos say they're at Carboot sale wandering around? Like, you're not just going to stand in one place, are you? But yeah, that's what we do. We wander around. Don't normally look at DVDs, but had some nicely laid out on a counter. No one was paying particular attention to them, and I saw this sitting on there. So this is the Saw box set of all 7 films. Come from CX at some point because it has a really faded label on it. It says £22. I'll open it up so you can see it, because I know people like Mark, Geordie Slasher, he might like things like this. It has a top fold out bit and then it has a bottom fold out bit. It's really cool. And yeah, it's one of these ones that has all the little leaves in there. So I'll try and, which side am I? I don't know what I'm doing now. Try and flick through it while I'm talking to you. So the first one, second one, third, fourth, yeah, 5, 6, 7. We ain't gonna look at DVDs, are we, all night? But yeah, I asked the lady how much this was, thinking there's probably a little bit of money in there, and she says to me, £1. And for a box set of all the Saw films, you cannot go wrong for £1. I think this is still in CX for about 20 quid, maybe a little bit more, and I think they give you about a tenner trade in. So I'm debating now whether I keep it and kind of watch the films once and then maybe trade it in, or if I just take a punt and just get rid of it, because I'm running out of space. Really badly running out of space in this room. But yeah, for £1, I think that was a pretty decent deal. And yeah, so on my trekking round, I saw this stall and it had some boxes of CDs on the ground. And again, like, I don't normally pick up CDs, but I had a look and they had some really unusual ones in there that I've never seen before at a car boot sale. Stuff that I listen to, which I haven't got with me to kind of show you. But when I noticed a box with kind of unusual CDs in, rather than your kind of absolute throwaway ones that you see everywhere, like, I don't know, absolute crud, I thought, well, I'll have a look through there. And I noticed he had an original Xbox, or just an Xbox, on the ground. He had another bag, and I didn't really look in that. And then he had a PlayStation 3 under his counter with a few pads and a few games on top. And there were these kids kind of going around going, oh, there's an original Xbox there, can I just buy the pad? And he's like, no, it's all selling together. And they were like, just, I don't know what they were doing really, just kind of talking over, like sharing one pad between the 3 of them or whatever. And so yeah, he had this PlayStation 3 there. I thought, well, that's not bad. And they asked about that, and I think he said he wanted 20 quid for it. It was one of the newer PS3 ones, not the original style ones, the fat PS3s. It was one of the newer ones, and I thought, well, that might be worth asking, but he wanted 20 quid for it. And when somebody said 20 quid, and then I think he just said to them 10, and I thought, well, if something's a tenner, like a car boot sale, for something like that, the chances are it's not going to work for a PlayStation 3 at a car boot sale. And the other ones looked like they've been stored kind of outside, potentially in a shed. So I was thinking, that one's probably going to be a wreck. So I kind of walked away from it and went round. But we'll get back to him a bit later, just to kind of set the story. So other than that, there wasn't an awful lot of this car boot sale. I did come across this bad boy, which is the Wii guitar, which was up for 2 quid. And I managed to get it for £1. So I think that all works. That's 12 quid trading, which I can't go wrong with. And yeah, I've got some other kind of Guitar Hero stuff recently, but I'm undecided as to whether to sell that. But anyway, I wandered around. I wanted to go back and look at this guy's CDs. So I wanted to have a look around, see if they had any decent games first, and then go back. And I had a look at his CDs. I was going through. By this point, loads of other people were just turned up, because honestly, there's some really good CDs that you just don't see anywhere else. And so I picked some out, and someone I know turned up and picked up these Marvel canvases next to him, which he just wanted a quid each. So I think this was getting kind of later into the car boot sale, where most people are gone, and he was just trying to get rid of stuff. So I went to buy these CDs, and he's like, "Here, you don't want to buy a PlayStation 2 for a £5, do you?" And I had a look, and he had this bag, and it had a PlayStation 2 in it, and the Xbox was still on the ground there. I kind of thought about it and thought, these things look like they've been stored in the shed. No jokes about it. It looks like it's been stored in the shed. The chances are it probably isn't going to work. But I thought, well, if he's trying to give this stuff away at a stupid price, I'll have a punt. So I had £3 worth of CDs, and I was like, look, you do the CDs, the Xbox, and the PlayStation 2. At this point, somebody's picked up the blooming Xbox for a tenner, and he was like, yeah, okay. So he was taking it home. So, thinking I was just going to get a blooming Xbox and a PS2, he starts hauling all this stuff at me. So, I had to put this down here because I've literally run out of room. He had, not only that, a 360 like band hero kit. That's part of it. It is all dismantled. It has got the drumsticks in there. Got all the cymbals and chisel here. I'm not going to get everything out. It's got the foot pedal. The only thing that was missing was a stand, because it has the 2 legs and it has the bit of the feet underneath it to hold it together. But I wasn't even expecting to get that. As well in there, there's a DJ Hero, which isn't bad. I've taken all these back and cleaned them up and kind of given them a bit of a test, so we'll go through that in a minute. What else have we got? Friggin' loads. Like, we've got, what is that? That didn't come with it. Something else. A light gun, and I've never seen this one. If anybody knows anything about it, let me know. There you go. I don't think that will focus, so I'll have to tell you. It's a play on, but it says G-Con 1.2 normal and that. But yeah, it's got a thumbstick on the back. Looks a pretty cool light gun. I've never seen it before, and it's a PlayStation 2 one. So that is nice. It's also got a USB, so I don't know what that's for. I've never seen USB. But yeah, I'll show you the kind of main bits. So he had in this bag this PlayStation 2. It's a silver one as well. So I was thinking, for a £5, that isn't too bad. It is a bit scuffed up, and it did come with a couple of controllers, which I think I've got in here. So 2 controllers. What you probably can't see on this one is, it's mortifying. It looks like somebody's kind of twisted it round as well as like up, and it's had an elastic band over it, which is withered and died. I tested those. I think they kind of work okay, but when I got the PlayStation home, turned it on, I had to get some leads for this one because it didn't have any. It's not reading discs, so I think it's possibly a case of just taking it out, giving the laser a clean up, but it has been stored outside. But the fact that it booted up does give me hope that it's going to be okay. So we'll see on that one. I might have to do some fixing. And the Xbox. Now, the Xbox did come with all the cables, which is cool. Beast that it is. Original Xbox. Now, I turn this on. What you can't see in there is it looks like, and down the side, what makes me think it's been outside is there is a bit of kind of rust on the shielding there, which might come up on the video. I don't know. I can't get the camera to see any better. So it may have been kept outside, but it boots up and it did start loading a game. I tried it with a copy of Halo, because both of them I tried a bit of a throwaway game, because I figured if the laser was actually out of alignment, it would scratch up a disc. So I'd use a cheap game. So it does kind of boot up and it gets to a point and then stops. So again, I think this is one that might be savable. So we'll see. But as well as that, it's got all the cables and the old fat original Xbox pad, but as all of them are, missing the kind of breakaway bit of the cable. I don't know why they always go missing, but they just always seem to. So yeah, got all those bits, and in with that as well, there was Simpsons Hit and Run, which again wasn't in the best condition, but that went straight off to CEX, and I got £7 back for that. So out of the £10 I actually spent, I've already got £7 of it back. So I don't think that was too bad a job. You know, let me know what you think. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else in there. It's like, there was so much shit with this, honestly. So much. There's a bloody Guitar Hero microphone in there. There's a pedal, like just tons of stuff that I didn't really want, but I wasn't expecting to get. But if he was going to throw it in there, I'm not going to turn him down on that. So yeah, I don't think that was too bad. The punts I've taken on stuff, I think that was not one of the worst ones, shall we say. So yeah, got all those bits up, and I've already been at the CX and traded in Simpsons Hit and Run. So effectively all that and all the band hero stuff and the CDs, which are £3 on their own, cost me a tenner. So I've got my money back off one tatty old Simpsons Hit and Run that was in the box, and some consoles to fix up and get going. So that is my Carboot sale of the weekend. I've also because I've been back into like work, been into CX, and I'll show you these because they were picked up yesterday and in really nice condition. Now I normally don't even bother searching for these kind of games at my CX because, to be honest, they have absolutely nothing. They have zero in the way of like good games. Normally just have a look to see what kind of Wii games they have in there, and occasionally I'll have one of the cheap ones as a little bit of interest to me. But I went in there and they had in their blooming glass cabinet, it has some Saturn games and some nice Saturn games as well, and I was like, oh my god, what on earth are these doing there? So they had, I'm just looking at my phone because I took a picture of it. They had Shining Force 3 boxed, which is now £165. I don't know when that went above 100. I'm sure when I looked last that was kind of hovering around 100, but nowhere near that. And I think that one had the manual in as well. They also had a copy of Dragon Force on the Sega Saturn, which I love. Dragon Force is a fantastic game, and that is £170 now. And these aren't even mint; these are really nice condition. It's got the like manuals and what have you. The disc could do with a bit of a clean up, but to have those in there just absolutely shocked me. But they had a couple of games in there that I did want, and this one has been out of stock. This is the only one they had in stock, so I managed to pick it up. It's a copy of Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the Saturn with that cover looking absolutely beautiful. It's in really nice condition. I mean, like all Saturn games, you've got the like slight scuffing on the corner there, but that's just shelfware. I'm not worried about that. So disc and manual in there. Look at that, beautiful. Really nice condition. The disc itself is a little bit scuffed up. I should have probably asked them to clean it, but my CX is going to be a little bit kind of gun-ho with a cleaner, so if it's not too bad, I'm not going to worry too much, and I don't want to like rub it down to nothing and it not work. And the other one I got, absolutely classic, and just because it was in such nice condition, couldn't leave it behind. Sega Rally, £4 in CX for like an absolute classic game there. Look at that. No, this one's got no wear on the spine at all. None at all. Inside, disc and manual, really nice condition. Probably nicer than the one I've got because I've already got this up on the shelf. But I saw what nice condition it is. £4. Can't go wrong with that. Absolutely can't go wrong. So well happy to have this back. Like to go up on the shelf for a while and look pretty for that price. I can't pass it up. Like I might in the future like trade one on, not sure, but some good stuff. And actually you've managed to save up a few bits of vouchers because I've had some pretty decent stuff to trade in, although I didn't take most of them with me because most of the receipts I had to scrabble together what was on my phone. So I'm doing that thing where I desperately look for my phone to try and find like vouchers and find like the £1.95 postage they've refunded me, or like a 50p voucher here and there. But I managed to find one for about £16. That and the Simpsons Hit and Run bought me Street Fighter. So I think I paid a few quid for Sega Rally, but yeah, not too worried about that. But yeah, that's my pickups for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. It's good to kind of get back into it. I didn't want to do a massive long video just to wrap it on. So, you know, let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you want me to go back and talk about some of the like pickups I've had over the last few weeks, I have had some nice stuff. Let me know, and I'll see if I can do kind of a compilation if I can remember what I've got and from where. But yeah, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. So take care, and bye-bye for now.